What's up? Now, I know I said I was done playing this game, but as you guys may know, my mic was muted for a certain mission. Hey, what's going on, bro? How you doing today, man? Man, I'm doing fantastic. I wasn't planning on streaming today, but the other day when I streamed this part of the game, my mic was muted, and I was really shooting myself in the foot, but, you know, I figured I'd just replay it, that way I can have a little bit of my audio. Yeah, but then I'm gonna be done playing this game, and I'm gonna be moving on to my next one, and I'm probably gonna be playing Black Myth Wukong. I appreciate that, man. I'm always glad to have a new subscriber, you know?
No sign of Harry.
Oh. Here we go.
Happy birthday, Em. They say time heals all wounds. That's a lie. Every day without you is worse than the last. If I lose Harry, I don't know what I'll do.
Damn.
It's really hurting. I need to find Harry and save him.
Can't wait to see Norman become a Green Goblin. I already know that shit's gonna be crazy.
I should give her a call.
I hate this.
I love this.
You do?
I'd hate it if this dude was my boss too, I'm not gonna lie.
Finally, top story. Everybody's talking about it. This is editor material.
Editor?
Congratulations. Your first assignment, write more juicy stuff by tomorrow morning. Drama, controversy, just like this.
Like this.
Get writing!
I think they will do it right. I think they really will, just because
didn't get fired
Insomniac has done everything right so far.
Hey, that's what you wanted, right?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Then that's...
So I have high hopes for it.
Listen, something's gone wrong with Harry.
What happened?
Well,
Hang on, someone's at the door.
it's kind of hard to explain.
Damn,
Just
banging like a
promise me
cop.
to stay away from him, okay? MJ?
Shit, he looked like he about to ask for money.
Harry, what the hell? Come on, MJ, pick up!
Hey, it's MJ. You can leave
Damn
a
it.
message, but why would you? If it's important, just, you know, text.
Please be okay.
Spider-Man, how are you feeling?
Anxious? Panicked?
I meant, physical symptoms. Soreness? Fatigue?
Yes. Wait,
I don't know,
symptoms?
I've been looking through years of...
I really enjoy this game. I love the fuck out of it. When I got to the end of it, I wish that there was way more
research
content,
notes. The symbiote channels a
but
collective
I mean,
consciousness.
shit, this game is so much fun. The story is great.
It may still be inside you.
I think what they
Nothing to
did
panic
was
about.
told perfectly
Perhaps you
without
should go
it
to the
feeling
lab for
too
some
rushed.
tests.
Can't, Doc. Bigger problems. Gotta go.
And I think they were perfectly setting up a potential third game, which is smart.
Hang on, MJ.
But even if they don't do a third game, I feel like the end of the story kind of wraps things up really well.
MJ, where's...
Damn, this shit look creepy.
Pete, you look tense. Coffee?
I'm chilling, bro. What's good with you?
We need to talk.
You must get tired making the world a better place every single day.
Nah, that's fine. I got it.
But I can help. All you have to do is let me.
This isn't you.
Wrong. This is the real me. I finally have the power to realize our vision. Are you giving up on me?
Harry, we need to get that thing off you.
Do not.
Ooh.
A thing.
Ooh. Oh, he's gone
We are not, Harry.
full crazy at this point.
We are.
That was so fucking cool, I'm not gonna lie. Why would she jump in front of me like that? God damn. He looked like he was giving her that 18 inches of venom. Golly. What'd you do? That ain't my bitch.
Let her go!
Damn! Holy... Oh my god! Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Holy shit. That's fine. Actually... Nah, I got some shit to say to MJ from that first game. I got some steam I gotta let out.
Too late.
Nah.
MJ.
I want this fade, bro. I want these hands.
MJ, just talk to me!
I'm done talking.
Nah, because this is for those fucking stealth missions. This is for you calling me on some bullshit all the time. This is for you wanting to write that goddamn fucking story.
I'm done talking.
Ah, shit.
Done begging for validation from you.
Ah.
From anyone.
Validation? If this is about your job,
It's about me.
Shit.
It's not my job, but it's not my job with this stupid house.
Ah.
Not about you.
Oh, fuck. I knew she was gonna get me. I knew she was gonna get me with that shit.
Do you?
Yeah, personally, like, I think the game really stands up well. Like, as far as people's complaints, I don't understand why most people complain about this game. I don't know, but also you have to think, you're never gonna please everybody. Like, if they do something really well that a bunch of people enjoy, one person is gonna be like, nah, I wish they did this. And so they just don't like it.
This is about your job.
It's about me. Nay! So loud. It hurts.
I mean, personally, I wish the Miles Morales game was longer, but I understand what it was. It was a small, short game, basically in between the first one and this one.
About me? MJ, what do you mean?
You stay out of this. I'm finally in control.
Oh my god, she's gonna get me again.
Don't want to hurt her.
I think that for this game, they were kind of testing the bounds of having two Spider-Men. Like, you being able to play between two different characters. And then the third game, they're gonna introduce a third Spider-Person. Because they tease it at the end of this game, in like a cutscene, that there's another spider character coming. And so I think they're gonna try and make that work, where you can play as the three different characters. And I think that's all to set up and lead to them doing a Fantastic Four, where you get to play as all four members. And that's why they tease the Baxter Building in this game. So hopefully that's what the plan is. And then by some dumb luck, we were able to get a Wolverine game out of it too.
People need me. You know that.
What would the city do
Where the fuck is she at? God damn.
Look how it's doing with you.
I can still fix this. I always do. We always do.
Come on.
It always comes second. I live in your shadow where my dreams turn to dust.
Golly, she got me with that shit.
Slur, arrogant.
Don't listen to those voices. They aren't telling the truth. I heard them too. I know how it feels.
Always about you. You can't keep a job. You
Damn, she's talking crazy.
make it stop. Make it stop. You can't keep a job.
Damn, do I really need to hear that shit again?
I have a job. With Harry. We'll be okay.
Yeah, right, bitch?
How long? There's only one job you care about. Spider-Man.
That's not fair. People need me. You know that.
What would the city do without Spider-Man? Look how it's doing with you.
Bitch, you're the one to talk. Look at you.
Remember your book? You said you want to help people.
Nobody read it. Nobody cares.
I mean, shit, you're not wrong.
That's not true. If I helped one person, it was worth it.
Oh, fuck, she got me with that Aunt May line. She fucking got me with that Aunt May line. Alright, come on. Come on.
I read it.
I'm not gonna let that shit slide again.
All I do
I'm not gonna let it slide.
MJ,
My life is constantly interrupted by you. Looking for answers. Please. Because you lost the job.
So, I think we're gonna get Wolverine before we get the next Spider-Man game. Just because I'm pretty sure the Wolverine was in the works, like at the same time as this game, and they already announced it, I would fucking love a Daredevil game.
I didn't realize. MJ,
I hope they are testing something out.
I can't trust you. I can only
Because, like, for years, I have wanted a Daredevil game.
sorry, MJ. I was
So, I'm a yap for just a second, because you tapped into something. So, I want a game where basically most of the game you can't see, essentially. Like, the whole screen is, like, gray or blue. But as sound is happening throughout the game, it sends ripples, and you can start to make out the room. So if somebody's firing a gun, and it's in a room, it's going to echo, so you'd be able to see the entire room. And then, like, this type of fighting style would work perfectly. You being able to, like, run and jump along the walls, swing with your little staff or whatever. And then as you, like, progress through the game, one of your skill trees can be unlocking more hearing, so you can start to hear, like, people's heartbeats. But then, like, you have to face ninjas who can channel their heartbeats, so you have to upgrade your skill tree so you can hear people breathing. Bro, a Daredevil game would go fucking crazy. I want that shit so bad, and if Insomniac is working on it, they need to fucking step it up. But also, take your time, because I want the game designers to take as much time as they need, so that way when they release it, they release something that's good. But a Daredevil game would go fucking insane.
Please, trust yourself.
let me do what I have to do.
You're right.
Oh my god, that shit does not work on
I
her.
was so wrapped up in my own life, I never thought about yours. But let's handle this.
Damn,
MJ.
damn.
Let me help you fight this.
Let's. Come on, I'm almost there. I'm almost fucking there. Ah, shit. I think I have one more after this.
We don't need you.
Bitch, I don't need you either.
I need you.
Don't lie to me! Pete, I need you too.
Oh, Muse would be a perfect little, like, side mission thing. Kind of like how the, this one had the whole flame, and it was leading up to Carnage. That would be perfect.
Wanna stay the stronger half
And I think making Wilson Fisk...
anymore?
What? No.
See, I don't know about
In so many ways.
making Fisk
Single-handedly holding
like a main villain in that, just because he's a main villain in this.
I took you for granted.
MJ is gone!
No, you aren't. I'm
Okay, maybe I lied, because, like, in this game, he's not really...
our life together.
Like, he's kind of a laughing stock, low-key.
I should have listened. I should have been there.
Because, like, we catch him in the first game. It's basically pretty easy.
I want your life to be worse, to make mine better.
And then in the Miles Morales,
Important as mine.
like, you do some side shit, and that's pretty easy.
Just as important.
So yeah, maybe Wilson Fisk would be a good villain. Especially if he, like, finds a legal way to get out of prison and there's nothing Spider-Man can do about it. And so you get to play as a Daredevil who doesn't kill, because he's a hero, but he's willing to go where Spider-Man is not. Like, Spider-Man is more bound by the law.
I have to get through.
That would be fucking crazy. A team up would be absolutely insane. See, I think what they should do is when they do the next Spider-Man game, they could like hint at it. That like Wilson Fisk is getting out of jail. Oh fuck, I knew she got me there. They could low-key hint at it that like Wilson Fisk is getting out of jail. And Spider-Man is kind of like realizes there's nothing he can do about it because he just has lawyers. But then he can hear about like somebody else, another vigilante going after Wilson Fisk and his properties. And so they can kind of set it up that way.
I'm sorry I caused you so much pain. The house.
Where the fuck did she go?
Our life together. I promised you I'd be better, but I wasn't. I should have listened. I should have.
But then that sets it up perfectly for a game where they just have you playing as Daredevil going after Fisk. And then you can encounter Spider-Man and they can have like that whole talk of like, okay, who are you? What are your intentions? Like, are you a good guy or are you gonna take a Punisher route? And Bullseye would be fucking awesome. I love Bullseye. I know that fight would be hard. I would even have it like in the first season where Bullseye was working for Fisk. And so you have to fight Bullseye before you fight Fisk. And then that's like the big climactic fight. Where you going, bitch? You can't run. You cannot run. Bam.
This isn't what you want.
How do you know what we want?
You're Mary Jane Watson. You want the truth.
Yes. I want the truth.
God damn, the truth is, that fucking hurt, bitch. Why would you do me like that? I think the Punisher would probably be good as a DLC.
Okay.
Um,
I'm okay.
just because I don't really see Insomniac going like the route of making a Punisher game. Well, depending on how the Wolverine game performs for them. Because if that's going to be super violent, like
Jonah?
dismembering
Kiss my
people,
ass. Quit.
then I could see them leaning into Punisher. But I don't know. Cause like when I think of Insomniac, I think of like
It's for a while now.
almost kids games in a way.
Not just to the symbiote.
Like these are great games, they're great stories, but they do have like a PG
Trying to
sense
be
to
something
them.
I'm not.
Of like they don't say cuss words, they're not killing anybody.
Sorry.
It wasn't you.
Punisher is not that.
And I wasn't.
Granted, neither is Wolverine, so we'll see if they stick true to how he is in the comics, or if they're going to
Hive mind in there.
kind of
I
like
saw you.
rate it down a little, so to speak.
He was going after this rock.
Miles is at City Hall.
Go. I love
I love you.
And hopefully they do set up something with the defenders, because, like, in this game, they have a building that says, Rand Industries. Earlier in the game, Genki says he got the Rand scholarship. So they're referencing Iron Fist. And so, I mean, if they're going as far as referencing Iron Fist and, like, potentially setting up some Daredevil stuff, I could see them going to start doing, like, the Defenders. Which, that would be fucking crazy. That's another game I want to see, is an Iron Fist game. That would be so much fun. Ah, come on. Y'all suck.
You don't want them! You want me!
Yep. Damn. Who was pulling up? Some hunters? Nice try.
Now, see? He's a hunt! Nice! I was wondering if this could get any harder.
Man, who you swinging that shield at? Nobody.
You know I'm gonna be jumpy for at least the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know who Taskmaster was working for, to be honest. I mean, I personally love Taskmaster as a character. Like, he's always been one of my favorite kind of villains, in a way. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, because it did, when he was looking... When Kraven was looking at New York, Taskmaster was on the list, but there's no evidence of him beating Taskmaster, there's no evidence of Taskmaster escaping. I honestly don't know, because I think the obvious answer would probably be Fisk, that it was just another guy that Wilson Fisk hired. But I'm wondering if, like, they're gonna go something even further with it, and, like, going back to them potentially setting up a Fantastic Four game. What if Doctor Doom hired Taskmaster? Because, like, if Doctor Doom is out and about starting to do evil shit around this time, Spider-Man is someone he would want to keep his eyes on. Although I know, like, there's not really anything to suggest that. I just think it'd be kind of fucking interesting. But, I mean, if not him, then probably Wilson Fisk, or, fuck. Maybe even Norman Osborn? just because fuck, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna lie, I apologize. I had to lock in on fighting for a second.
Good job. Even if you are getting slow. What?
Getting slow? Oh, I was gonna say Norman Osborn could have been the one who hired Taskmaster. Because, he hired Silver Sable. So, it would make sense that he hired someone to keep an eye on Spider-Man, or to, like, learn some of his moves and skills. And then Taskmaster was the one who took it a step farther, creating all those challenges and, like, doing all that other bullshit. I honestly have no idea. I enjoy Spider-Man, but keeping track of, like, what timeline is in what, that can kind of, I don't know, get to be too much at times. So I imagine that Insomniac does pull a lot from the comic books. I know that they do, and I imagine the fans of Spider-Man who are at Insomniac creating the game, like, they probably grew up on certain comic book lines, and so those are the stories that made them fans of Spider-Man, and so they want to incorporate it. Which, I think that's fucking awesome. I think if anything is being made, it should be made by the fans, for the fans. Because that way people just get more enjoyment out of it. And the people who are disliking it, are disliking it for no reason. But I don't know, because they could be following, like, a certain comic book line, basically, but then they'll probably deviate on their own path and, like, start doing their own thing. As far as who's coming back...
Okay, clear for now.
I think for sure we are getting Green Goblin. Like, if we're not getting Green Goblin, then they've built up to basically nothing. Because at the end of this game, when they got the symbiote off, but Harry is still sick, and they're basically back to square one. Norman Osborn asks somebody to get him the G virus, or get him the G serum, and that could be GR27 from the first game, but it could also be the Goblin serum. And so he could, either Harry comes back as the Green Goblin, or Norman Osborn takes it and becomes enhanced and tries to hunt down Spider-Man. So I think Green Goblin is for sure going to be the big bad. I really hope we get Carnage. I feel like if we don't get to see Carnage, then I'm gonna feel like we got robbed. Because even the Carnage side stuff in this game was so much fun. And I know if he's out there, like, actually killing people in the city, like, that shit is gonna be crazy. So I feel like those are gonna be, like, the main points of the game. I'm trying to think who we haven't seen already. Because they've showed us a lot. Oh, I think Otto's gonna come back for sure. Because they tease something where he's basically planning to come back. Possibly Taskmaster coming back? I think another thing, it would be cool if Mysterio came back, but it wasn't actually Quentin Beck, it was somebody else who's just, like, found his technology, and kind of like the Mysteriums, but not so much to a point of, like, he was in on it as far as a business venture. Like, someone just steals his tech and they're actually using it to go out and cause harm, like rob banks and shit. I feel like that would be pretty cool. And I don't know, because we have seen, like, so many villains already. I did see something the other day, about how somebody pointed out Dr. Michaels, in the comic books, he becomes Morbius. That would be really fucking cool. Oh, no. So, Quentin Beck was a good guy in this. Like, he was Mysterio at some point, and then he got out of prison, he started the Mysteriums all over the city. And then the people he was working with, they double-crossed him. And so at the end, when he's talking to Miles, and he says, like, yeah, Spider-Man will always be a hero, whereas Mysterio will always be the villain. It's when you start looking under the mask that gets all complicated. I think after that, Quentin Beck just goes and leaves somewhere. Like, he leaves New York City. But somebody else in the city potentially will find his technology and become the new Mysterio. Just like how Quentin Beck said, where Mysterio will always be the villain. And then Spider-Man has to stop him once again. But when he stops him, he's gonna realize it's not Quentin Beck, it's just somebody who got their hands on his technology. And shit, you could even have something where, like, Spider-Man calls Quentin Beck, and then he comes to the city and helps them find the new Mysterio, based off of, like, his old hideouts and how his technology works. I feel like something that would be really cool storytelling. And it would come full circle to Miles when he, basically did all those missions and kind of formed that bond with him. But you do make a good point. Chameleon Chameleon would be a fantastic villain to come back. And I feel like that would be really cool in like a few missions. See, I feel like that would be really cool as like a DLC. Because I don't know, now that I'm thinking about it, as a DLC you could even do like a whole almost spy theme where like you have to track him down in like these nice hotels, these casinos, and so you have to go dressed as Peter, not as Spider-Man. And then basically you have to like win against him in a game of cards to learn some information, or like you just have to do like this undercover spy work to try to like figure out who the Chameleon is, or like where he's hiding, who he's hiding as. That would have been a fantastic DLC. And then all while out in the city, he's like orchestrating all these criminal undertakings. And so as Spider-Man, you have to stop him. But in order to stop the actual person doing all the things, you have to go undercover as Peter. I don't know, because they could have done a Chameleon DLC, and they could have done a Carnage DLC. And I feel like they would have been able to tell the story that they want to tell through the length of a DLC. But who knows, maybe they have bigger plans for those characters, and so they thought that we might as well just wait until the full game so we can fully flesh out these characters. And like...
Someone's gonna get killed in all that. I gotta move.
Because like, really with Carnage... Oh shit. You're gonna want to take time to like set that up. Because you want people to know that, holy shit, this dude's an actual monster. Like, he is out here killing so many people. And in a DLC, I understand that they don't really have time for all that. Come on. Where do you think you're going? Oh shit.
Where'd those symbiotes come from? Big boy coming in with friends.
Oh shit. So that's a really good question. I don't know. I can't remember ever actually seeing that picture.
Get away from me.
Yeah, so I don't know, like, what really happened to Rhino. I was wondering why he wasn't in this game. Because, like, I assumed from the Miles Morales game that after Roxxon was taken down, Rhino was put back in jail. But it never showed us that. Like, yeah, I think he might have been killed by Finn. Because, like, when she stabbed him and then Miles got in the way, it looked like he survived, but we didn't stick around to find out. But then it didn't mention it ever again. It never mentioned whether Rhino was taken down by Kraven. Because I feel like if Kraven took down the fucking Rhino, That's something that would have been talked about. It would have been at least 2 or 3 lines of dialogue. Because, like, I don't know. Kraven would have to outsmart the Rhino. He's not taking the Rhino on a one-on-one standing right in front of each other. But yeah, they just never mention him in this game. They never mention him after Finn stabs him. So unless he's coming back and he's off somewhere else right now, I'm pretty sure Finn killed him. Like, I think it's safe to say that Finn just, when she stabbed him, like, that was a killing blow.
Inside that store. Stay inside, everyone. I won't let anything happen to you. Everyone all right? Just to be safe, I recommend going home as soon as you can.
What the fuck is up with this water? What the fuck is this? Are you guys seeing this shit? That dude's got on a Spider-Man shirt. Wham!
Sorry.
Wham, 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 wham. Tell me why that don't look like the dude. The fucking chameleon guy. He's one of these people. I swear it. Oh, come on. I wouldn't mind seeing Rhino come back. But see, if Rhino comes back, I would low-key want to see Peter and Miles develop some type of technology or something that's able to get the suit off. And so if he does come back, it's not as another villain again. It's as, oh, we have a chance to reform you. Like, hey, if you want to just go live your life, if you want to go be normal as a fucking 8-pound, 550 monster. But, like, I don't know. I feel like if he does come back, it'll be a way to get him out of the suit. Not so much, like, as a villain, you know? Yeah, that's very true. But I don't know. Seeing Rhino come back would be really cool, but if they just gave me a line of dialogue saying what happened to him, I wouldn't be that mad about it either.
Hey! Are you crashing my fight or am I crashing yours?
We're crashing crime, dude.
Yup. Yes, we are, Miles. That is a big motherfucker. Yoink. Got him.
Oh, you guys just stuck right up, huh? That's super cool.
Boom. Come on, Miles. You got it.
Sweet. I gotta bounce, but I appreciate the assist. All right, but the next post-fight piece is on me.
Yup, catch you later, bro. Yeah, I mean, I could see that though, with his technology. I mean, even in the first game when you're chasing him, there's a few times where he actually gets the best out of Peter, and he's able to get away for a little bit. And then really on that second time, that's when Pete catches him for real, because he knows what to expect out of his technology. But he also upgraded it, so even though he knew what to expect, it was still kind of dangerous for him. I think what more than likely happened is Kraven underestimated Shocker's ability. Thought he was just some idiot with the shocking gloves, which he kind of is, but he's shown more than capable to get out of a tough situation.
Symbiotes are attacking those shoppers!
Not on my watch.
Stay away from them!
Hey, yoink. They won't get me, I'm good, don't worry about it. Now, where you going?
All clear. At least for a little while.
Yeah. It almost made it feel like Shocker wasn't really that bad of a guy. It was more so he was kind of in a bad situation. Like, he made a bad call, and then when he got put in jail, some bad people came over and were like, hey, you work for us now, nothing you can do about it. So I could see him getting out and trying to like go straight. Well, I feel like not only with that, but like with just everything else in this game, the first game, hell, even some of the DLC stuff. Like with Peter, he's kind of been, I don't know, in a lot of ways, like, suppressing his feelings. Especially when it comes to, like, being Spider-Man. And then, when he got the Venom suit, kind of all of it came out at once. And so he was starting to, like, feel all that anger and sadness and all that bullshit. Oh, come on. I'm just trying to get up. There we go. But hey, man, I appreciate you coming in, chatting with me. It's been awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and call it, because this was just gonna be a really short live stream. But I will be back tomorrow to be playing some Black Myth Wukong, if you want to tune into that. And like I said, I appreciate you coming in, staying, chatting. Super dope. So I'll be streaming tomorrow, probably around like 11:30 noon. Here, let me think about. It'll probably be like around noon o'clock Pacific time. Awesome. I look forward to it. Yeah, you have yourself a good day.